Did you have an intimate relationship with him?
Good question.
Like sexual?
Yeah. Megan, did you have a sexual relationship with Tory Lanez? Yes, that's my question.
I didn't have a sexual relationship with Tory.
So why do you think dating, what?
All right, guys, let's talk about this Megan Thee Stallion situation. And truth be told, I don't want to talk about this shit no more. Way back in the summer of 2020, I was the first content creator to call out that she was lying. And I picked apart components of her story because shit didn't make sense. Shit didn't add up. What did I say back then? I just want this story to go to the court of law to be judged by a jury of their peers, where there's a lawyer, where there's judges, where it's done the correct way, not done in the court of public opinion for people to take their feelings into the situation and then judge whether or not they want to cancel somebody off of that shit. Not too long ago, I invited a lovely young lady into the crib and I had Tory playing on the playlist. Hell, you listen to Tory Lanez? How do you know he's guilty? Because why would Megan lie? Have you heard of Amber Heard? Popping squats and taking in the middle of a young man's bed. Ew, I should probably do a story on that relatively soon. Anyway, I have a clip of her talking to Gayle King, and I wanted to go over a couple of quick sections of the clip. Can't go over the whole thing due to copyright reasons, but let me also say this before we get into the clip. This is why it is important to support male media platforms. I repeat, this is the reason why. Because for the life of me, how do you have a story that switches as much, as often, has many inconsistencies as this one have, and you still give the platform to speak and tout the bullshit? Here's the last thing I'm gonna say. If Tory is found guilty under the court of law, throw the complete and utter book at him. You understand me? Let's get into the clips and try to pick this one apart just as I did in my first one. Without further ado.
I didn't want them to kill any of us or shoot any of us. So I just said I stepped on glass because I didn't.
Why did you say that? Why didn't you say he shot me?
I didn't. For some reason, I was just trying to protect all of us because I didn't want them to kill us. Like, even though this person just did this to me, my first reaction still was to try to save us. Like, I didn't want to see anybody die. I didn't want.
Yeah.
What else? What happened?
Okay, just real quick. You see what happens when you create an idea of being perpetually scared or perpetually a victim? Then you get those without an understanding of reality making up decisions that are not in best interest of themselves or for those around them. The more that people are lied to regarding the current state that we are in, then the more you'll get these bad decisions being made. I understand it was a very sensitive time during the summer of 2020, but to assume that because this person who just shot you, the cops would show up and kill all of you is not in any degree of logic or understanding, and is completely built in your irrational, crazy feelings. And that's just considering if what she's saying is the truth. The other school of thought is that either it didn't happen or she's not sure who fired that shot. But I'm digressing off the main portion of this. Let's get back into this.
Yeah.
What else? What happened?
In text messages obtained by CBS News, Kelsey Harris, the other woman in the car, texted Megan's security guard saying, "Help, Tory shot Meg."
I really thought.
And this is why it's important to stop the public appearances, the live streams, and put all of the evidence out in front of a jury and a judge and the lawyers, and to deliberate over all of the evidence so we can see it all out, not out of context, not this, not that. Put it all out in one place. Because if that was sent by the other girl in the car, I will admit that is pretty damning evidence. But this is the land of technology, just as so much as that someone could put my face on someone else's body in video format and fake my likeness and my image, so can someone else fake and easy text message. Because what does CBS just said? It was obtained by them, but it doesn't go over who sent it to them, when it was sent to them, and the before conversation as well as the after conversation. All right, let's move on.
That we were all friends. And sometimes I feel like I put the blame on myself because when my mom passed, I just felt like I was looking for some type of family environment, and I was letting so many people in, and I didn't care who it was. I just wanted to feel like I got family and I got people that care about me. And
Yeah. Dating. What was the nature?
we were
of your,
not dating. We
What was
were
the-
really close. We were friends. We hung out like every day. And his mom passed too. So when I felt like we were bonding over that. And
Did you have an intimate relationship with him?
Good
like
question.
sexual?
Yeah. Did you, Megan? Did you have a sexual relationship with Tory Lanez? Yes, that's my question.
I didn't have a sexual relationship with Tory.
So why do you think dating? What?
Shout out to CBS News for putting in that portion of the clip in. Shout out to the editor that's over there. You did a damn thing, partner. Somehow in the back of my mind, I'm thinking to myself, this brother probably looks just like me. He done smelled the bullshit. He was up at the executive's office like, no, listen, we got to get this portion of the edit through, okay? Because watch this, okay? It's a completely edited video, right? They could have did what they had to do in order not to put that particular portion in, which I think is very significant to be able to put in. As a lawyer, I would bring up this video right here because if she's lying about Tory going up inside, you got to think and question to yourself, well, what else can she be lying about? The fact of the matter is this entire story is all over the place. He said, she said, bring it to court, right? I'm tired of talking about this shit. I don't even want to talk about it anymore until we see something of substance. But here's the one thing. You have to think to yourself, why would Megan be doing this? Right? Because for me, let's take it from me, for example. And if something treacherous had happened to me amongst, my group of friends, right, that ended up me getting shot. And if I knew that I was innocent and that this person was guilty, why would I be doing a press tour? Why would I be trying to sway public perception and or opinion? Why would I be doing all these things instead of just walking my ass into the courtroom with my lawyer to fight the case for me? This is simply a play to leverage the media to change and continue to change the perception of the man in this situation, especially because in recent months, from a public opinion perspective, Tory has been gaining some notches on his belt. But this, what you see right here, is a cry. It's a last-ditch effort to say him bad, me the victim, which we all know has worked so well for women in the media previous to this as well. Here's the last thing that I'm going to reiterate. This is the reason why platforms like this are so damn important, to cast a shadow of doubt on the mainstream narrative, which have continued to create Will Smiths and Johnny Depp's. Megan, honestly, you're about a half decade too late at this point to not have your story not face scrutiny and criticism. And although it's clear that mainstream media loves to lead with feelings, especially feelings that pander to women, over here, we like to think about things from a logic-based perspective. So over here, we're gonna be picking your words apart in an effort to push accountability. Again, if Tory's guilty, throw the book at him. But Meg, if you're lying, your career's over. Questions, comments, concerns? Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tourism reviews at gmail.com. You guys agree? You guys disagree? Leave me some comments down below with the timestamp so I know exactly which component of the video you are talking about. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.